Do you ever feel like you're trapped in a cycle you can't break? An alcohol loop where every night ends with a drink and every morning begins with regret from a hangover or what you did the night before? Who you may have offended, or worse yet, you don't even remember what happened last night. You promise yourself, this is the last time, but then something pulls you back in. If that sounds familiar, I want you to know this. You're not alone. And there is a way out, and I'm going to explain straight up how to get out of that alcoholic loop. It's not just about the drink. It's about what leads you to it, the stress, the negative emotions, the pressure to escape, even just for a little while. Or often, it's just you like the feeling of the drink. It helps you relax, or it helps with celebrating. Whatever leads you to the drink, often the next day is filled with shame. That nagging voice in your head saying, why can't I just stop? You're stuck in a loop and it feels impossible to escape. But I'm here to tell you that breaking free from the alcoholic loop is not only possible, it's closer than you think. Let's talk about the loop itself. Why does it feel so hard to escape? It's not because you're weak or lacking self-control. It's because the loop is a system, a combination of physical, mental, and emotional factors that keep pulling you back in. Here's how it works. The trigger. Maybe it's stress from work, loneliness, or an argument. Or you're just going to a bar to meet some friends to watch the game. Or you're going to a wedding, a party. You're celebrating a promotion at work, whatever. There are lots of reasons to take that drink. Then your response. You pour a drink to feel better. Then the reward. For a moment, you feel relaxed, like your problems are miles away. This is what I felt like every time I drank. But then, the regret. The next morning, guilt and shame kick in. You promise to quit, but the cycle starts all over again. Eventually, many of us start drinking the very next day, like right away. We think it's going to help us curb that hangover and help us forget about that shame of drinking too much the night before. This is the cycle of the alcoholic loop that I and many others have experienced. The key to breaking free is understanding this cycle and then rewriting it. So, how do you rewrite the cycle? Well, it starts with small, intentional actions. First, you probably don't want to hear this, but you need to see a doctor. You need to be honest with him about your alcohol use. A doctor will be able to help you figure out what to do to stop drinking safely. Now, once you've figured out how to stop safely, stop drinking. I know that's obvious, but that's what you need to do. Remember, no matter how much help you want or get, you are the one that needs to stop drinking. You need to remove the temptation. Go through your home and get rid of any alcohol. It's hard to resist what's right in front of you. Avoid triggers. If certain places, people, or situations make you want to drink, it's okay to take a step back. For myself, I don't go to bars anymore unless I have a legitimate reason for being there. And watching the game with some friends while I drink iced tea, that's not a legitimate reason. Protecting your mental space is more important than anything else right now. Replace the habit. Instead of pouring a drink after a stressful day, try something healthier. Go for a walk, pick up a hobby. I go cycling often. Or maybe even write your thoughts down in a journal. It's probably not going to feel natural at first, but every time you choose something else, you're breaking that cycle. But let's get real. It's not just the physical habit of drinking. It's the emotional grip alcohol has on you. It's how alcohol makes you feel when you are celebrating with friends. It's how alcohol makes you feel when you're trying to escape from stress. It's how it numbs the pain when things feel overwhelming. And it's the belief that without alcohol, life would be boring and maybe hard to handle. You might be confident that you can actually quit whenever you want, but ask yourself, have I quit before and been able to go back to drinking alcohol without any problems? If you're this far in the video, I'm thinking the answer is probably no. This is where support comes in. You don't have to do this alone. Talk to a trusted friend or family member. Join a support group like ours at TalkSober.com or Alcoholics Anonymous or any online recovery community. Even just hearing someone say, "I get it," that can make a world of difference. Recovery isn't about being perfect. It's about progress. It's about creating a life where alcohol isn't the answer anymore. Imagine waking up clear-headed, full of energy. Imagine facing challenges without needing a drink to cope. Imagine feeling proud of yourself for how far you've come. I remember in early sobriety the feeling I got when I went to the supermarket at 10 p.m. completely sober. I didn't have to pretend I wasn't drunk. I didn't have to hope I wouldn't see a friend that might see me drunk. I didn't have to worry about driving. It was a feeling of freedom. I'm free to do whatever I want now except drink alcohol. That kind of life, it's possible. And every small step you take brings you closer to it. Now understand, there are going to be hard days. They'll happen. You might feel tempted or you might even slip up. And that's okay. Relapse isn't failure. It's part of the process for many people. What matters is that you don't give up. Reflect on what triggered you, learn from it, and keep moving forward. Recovery isn't just about quitting alcohol, it's about building a life you don't feel the need to escape from. Focus on your health. Eat nourishing foods, drink plenty of water, and exercise regularly. Your body needs to heal, and these habits can help reduce cravings. Work on your mental health. Sometimes therapy can be a game changer. A therapist can help you understand your emotions and help you develop healthier coping mechanisms. Celebrate your wins, whether it's 1 day, 1 week, or 1 month sober. Take time to recognize your progress. Every milestone matters. So, what's the secret to breaking free from the alcoholic loop? It's this. It's not about being perfect. It's about never giving up. You never have to drink again. Every day you choose not to drink, every time you reach out for help, every small step forward, it all adds up. And even if you stumble, you're still moving in the right direction. Your future is brighter than you think, and you are stronger than you know. So what's your first step going to be? Let me know in the comments, because you've got this. Like this video and subscribe to this channel if any of what I talked about resonated with you. Share it with someone who might need to hear this. And go to TalkSober.com for more content on recovery, motivation, and personal growth. Together, we can break the loop. You are stronger than your struggles. And remember, don't drink, even if your ass falls off.